Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about the topic co-located team. Friend, this is a topic which basically pertains to project management, and when we are managing the project, this term came in our mind, co-located team. So friend, with respect to project management or PMBOK, project management body of knowledge, we will see that what does it mean by co-located team, and what are their advantages of using and what are the disadvantages of using the co-located team. Friend, if you are studying project management in university or planning to give exam of PMP, so friend, this is an important topic for you, and you will see this topic in the exam, especially if you talk about PMP. Friend, if you are professional project manager and working in any organization as a professional project manager, so this topic is very important for you to understand that what is co-location means, co-located team means, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of using, when to use and when we don't need to use the concept of co-located team. So friend, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Friend, today's topic is co-located team. Friend, co-located teams means, first of all, we have to understand that what does it mean by team. Friend, team is a concept that group of people who are working together for having the same objective, goals and objective. So that is called as team. As per the definition, team is the group of people who are working for the same objective and same goal. For example, cricket team. When we talk about cricket team, that means the 11 players who are playing in the team are having the same objective, and that is why they are working together. The objective is that they want to defeat the opponent team. Football team is one team. We say it as a single team. See, we use the single phrase for them. So one team, a football team. Why? They are working together for a same objective and goal. Now friend, talk about a co-located team. Friend, co-located team is a very simple concept in management. The co-location means, friend, the development team, the whole working team is sitting together. If you just see, it is just a very simple and very simple example of co-location. Co-location means, friend, for example, you have software development team, software QA team, designing team, production deployment team. So all the team members, accounts, finance, all the team members are sitting in one building at one location. And what is the advantage of that? If all people are sitting together, the advantages are that they can easily communicate to each other. For example, you need to discuss something with the solution architect, so you can just go towards him, sit with him as a project manager and discuss what is the solution is required, what are the issues which you are facing in the project, etc, etc. Similarly, if the development resources are facing some trouble, so they can come to project manager and they can talk about it. So if we talk about co-location means, friend, co-location means that all the resources, main resources like software development, software designers, quality assurance, production deployment, UAT assistance, etc, etc, all these types of resources are basically sitting together at one single location. They can easily talk to each other, they can easily communicate to each other. Also, if there is something of need of a whiteboard task, for example, take an example of agile management, in which as a scrum master or as a product owner, you have to describe many things on the whiteboard, in the waterfall model as well. So if you need to describe many things on the whiteboard, you can just talk to resources, and they can come in a single room, and then you can define the concepts of projects on a whiteboard, and they can take some notes, etc. So friend, basically co-location means that sitting all the required resources are sitting together at single location. They can easily communicate with each other, they can easily talk to each other, and the basic advantage, major advantage of co-location is that the communication becomes very easier. communication becomes easier, the discussions becomes easier, and you can, when team is sitting at one location, it's easier for to communicate with each other. So on the other hand, friend, if you just imagine that few resources are sitting in one location in one city, other resources are sitting in another city, and some others. So there are maybe in other another country. So there may be a difference of time zones, different. For example, you are here and you can communicate with them through Skype or Zoom or Microsoft Team, etc. But you know that there are multiple hurdles are there. However, friend, honestly saying, co-location team has some advantages and some disadvantages as well. Remember one thing, that co-location team is not the solution of every problem. Now coming towards our main topic, co-location. Remember friend, co-location team means that resources are sitting at one single location, or they can easily talk to each other, they can easily communicate to each other, and also if anything needs to discuss on whiteboard, they can easily uh, discuss with each other. So physically face to face collaboration among team member is very much possible and practice in this type of co-location. Now friend, if we talk about the best benefits of co-location, friend, first of all, the communication is very easier. Why? Because for example, if you need to talk to the technical lead, you can just call him, you can just stand and just talk to him, or just go towards his seat and sit with him and talk to him. So communication is very easier, very accelerated. Remember one thing, when people are sitting together, communication is always easier and accelerated. Why? Because people are sitting at one location. This is the very biggest advantage of co-location, that communication is easier and accelerated. Friend, the trust and the mutual respect is more. Why? Because physically you are meeting with someone, you know by him, by I mean to say that when you are sitting together, when you are going out for lunch together, like going out, like for example, you are talking physically with someone, so it's something different. Friend, if you are just talking on a Zoom or Microsoft Team and you don't know personally someone, it's something different. And on the other hand, if you personally know someone, if you physically meeting with someone and talking with someone, so it's something different. So the level of trust and respect level is totally different in the type of co-location. Product development streamlines. Why? Because the communication gaps are now not there, operation cost becomes low, team management is very easier. Remember one thing friend, let me tell you that the project management is team management is very easier as compared to the concept of virtual team and the dispersed team. Like in for example, if all your resources are sitting at one location, it's easier for you to manage. Remember one thing, as a project manager, it's easier, always remember, to manage the co-located team. However, on the other hand, remember one thing, like for example, if your four resources are sitting in, for example, in India, four resources in Pakistan, three resources in USA, and two resources in Australia. So remember friend one thing, that as a project manager, it's very big challenge for you to manage the as a whole the team to manage. Why? Because there are so many challenges, like time zone differences are there, the internet connectivity challenges are there. So there are so many challenges which you have to face, and it will become a very big challenge for you. So remember one thing, the co-located team management is much easier as compared to virtual teams. Okay, now the disadvantages of co-location. See, when we talk about all the resources should be at one location, so it's more expensive. Always it's more expensive. Why? Because the resources needs to sit together, needs sitting arrangement, laptops, all the resources. So resource costs will definitely be increased when all the resources will sit at one place. Not only the human resource, the hardware cost, software cost, etc., etc., it will be increased. Cultural and operational adaptation difficulties are there. Why? Because see friend, here if two resources are from another city, two resources are from some other cities, so or maybe it is possible that some other countries as well. So cultural and operational cultural differences are there when we talk about co-location. Co-location logistics problems are also there. For example, similarly friend, if remember one thing, like if you have two cities, ABC city and another city BCD for example. So if you talk about co-location, that means you have to bring the all the resources at one location. So traveling cost, expenses, air travel, etc. So there are so many expenses will involve when we talk about co-location. So co-location friend, always remember that it's a more expensive as compared to virtual team concept, and it always requires lots of cost and lots of expenditure due to the concept of co-location. That means that all the team members would work at single location, would be physically available at single location. The biggest advantage of co-location team is that the communication becomes easier and the product development is faster. So friend, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video, and thanks a lot for your time. Thank you.